This is your boy Soldier Love. You're listening to Weekend Chuma Chinaga Vingetendi. Hustle Second.
Anyway, I never heard this jingle. Yeah, guys, fine.
That's Soldier Love. Are you guys wine drinkers or?
Oh, exactly. What did you?
I didn't.
Miss V. How
You don't
we?
drink?
Ah, Sha, we can't be friends, Sha. We can't be friends.
I sent you the details in you guys'
Unengu-
Galaxy group.
unengu
Don't
chupa
worry,
ndifuma
your guests
ndakadhakwa.
are not paying for entry. My guest said,
Leo, you don't drink. Do you drink?
yeah.
What do you drink? Ah, all right.
But you're a
Sakachiri
guest, so you're not paying for entry to be under our board.
Oh, I saw this.
Maybe we should try and get. Do you think we should try and get a viewer on our table?
A what?
I'm thinking about what to say in the minute and to get one of our listeners on the.
That would be nice, right?
Would I be allowed to do that?
Yeah.
To get one.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'll make one.
But
I'll make one.
what
Don't
is the criteria for them to?
They should. What can we do?
What did Lewe do to can Miss Vicky?
All right,
I'm joking.
Miss Weekend. Can you? Are you able to tell them the mechanics?
It's not mechanics issue.
Eku winner. Maybe they can.
Not only-
All right. Maybe I'll give them my number then. Figure it out. All right.
We can actually release that on air.
Yeah.
Someone one, but
All right.
We'll think of something at the end.
All right. So I'll pass it to you to give them the criteria. Okay.
Hanzi Kendi kusema zono satsuri akutsura ndo zvedu chaizvo anombobva ndakaregedza asinagarisa. We get into Galaxy Travel with Carl Joshua Ncube. He is a dynamic visionary culinary innovator. He is an entrepreneur and a global tourism advocate. And we just got a recipe book looking so beautiful. Are we live so that we show people? Oh, they can see Chikafu, the African Food Diary of the United Nations Special Ambassador for Gastronomy, Carl Joshua Ncube, in the building.
Waza.
How you doing?
I am very good. I'm very good.
Good
I'm
to
trying.
have
I'm
you.
trying to convince you to be on my, table for a quiz night.
All for a quiz night.
Yeah. So how are you on your general knowledge? Because Nasi, I'm going to be sharing some information that's going to be on the quiz.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
That's
So
good.
so you have to remember, and then one of our lucky listeners can also join our table and
For the
also be
quiz
on
night.
our quiz night, because I'm also.
Tomorrow.
Yes, I'm doing a spit roast. So I'm putting a whole pig and some cow on a fire. Vakutogadzira Bryce tent as we speak.
I'm salivating.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we need one listener, right?
Yes,
To
we
join
need
us
one
tomorrow
listener.
on our table.
Exactly. So we'll give you details after the. Should we give them details after the show? Or
So they have to listen to
They
what
have to
you're
listen.
saying.
All right.
That will be the guide.
Eribo. All
Someone
right.
who's gonna get it. And the quiz night is happening tomorrow in Avondale, right?
Yes, it
Okay,
is.
from what time?
Yeah. So
6
it's
to
happening
8.
from 6 to 8.
6 to 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Saga, for our entrepreneurs who are listening today on Galaxy Travel, we're going to talk about some tourism trends and places or things that you should really think about in terms of where the money is going nowadays in tourism. The lucky thing is that our Minister of Tourism and Hospitality Industries, Honorable Barbara Rodzi, has taken this approach of clusters in the tourism sector, which allows for us to really think about tourism from a grouping perspective, and each of them can get good attention. So I'm going to go through some ideas that people might want to think about that are going to be innovative from a tourism perspective. So have you heard of knock tourism, guys?
Knock tourism.
Eh.
How do you spell the knock?
Knock as in nocturnal. Yemaneru.
Oh,
Tourism zemaneru.
I see.
Yeah, but
Okay.
not zamuri kufunga imimi. You guys. This is a
Lodge.
this is a family this is a family show. This is a family show. So knock tourism, we're talking about star bathing or looking at the stars, like under the stars.
I see.
So astronomers travel around the world looking for the darkest areas to be able to observe the night sky. Sakana Murukuma Misha, tourists will actually want to go sleep under the stars. in fact, Kuange National Park, you can go and sleep under the stars. Vanokuisira mbeda in a tree somewhere, and there's a guard underneath. Have you ever done that this weekend?
No, I would actually love to. Oh, there'll be a guard.
Yeah, there'll be a guard at the bottom just to protect you from any lions,
in
what.
case,
Yeah, you know leopards can climb trees. So vanokuisira ka mosquito net nimbeda. And these are good sort of places to travel, and there's so many places around the world, like where you can see the northern lights in the northern hemisphere, closer to the is it the Arctic Circle or is it Antarctic? Antarctic iru bottom. Anyway, my geography was bad, but exactly, yeah. All right. The second one is my digital detox retreats. So nowadays, because of mental health issues, psychologists and are now recommending and actually prescribing that you go somewhere where you can have a digital detox. So go to a place that's now Wi-Fi. People are actually paying money so that their phones can be taken away and they can just disappear. A lot of people like CEOs, high performance individuals, sports people are traveling around the world to do these digital detox retreats. So if you're going to be setting up a lodge, think about that. Put them up in the mountains. Nyanga will be a great place. Chimanimani, Vumba, those places to be able to do my detox retreats, or even places Kuri dry where it's like a savanna sort of landscape and people can just forget about their phones. Magadha anofana kutoita alert. Newo futi unofana kuita alert. What are you doing sleeping on holiday? You must be stargazing. Yeah, which is very important. Ukaona tuchita unge turima stars on the ground, it's likely to be a cat. Yeah, very scary. Or you can also do a get lost type adventure. How many people actually just go hiking? I noticed, Miss Vikendi, you were hiking the other day. You're looking pretty cool.
Oh, thank you.
You saw I liked it. I gave it some love. I was like, hey, Miss Vikendi, she makes hiking look so nice. Yeah?
Thank you.
Yeah. So you must tell us when you're going, where you're getting lost again, Mu Forest. I was actually...
Lewa then went hiking on Saturday. She had a good time.
Oh, really? What kind of kubi?
Dombosha.
Oh, Dombosha. You see, that's a good place to actually go. I love Dombosha. In it, I just can't do the rock climbing because some of us who are disabled, Vagaisa elevator, definitely you'll see me Dombosha. Then Kunema hidden gem escapes. So think about it this way. People are likely to travel for just a small thing. It's not always about the big waterfalls and stuff, right? Think about, this is not a paid post, but there's a little tea shop, coffee shop, Karukuvumba. Do you know it? Serves the best cake and coffee. Yeah, Tony's, which is in Vumba. So those are the kind of places where people will travel. To my halfway stops to Repo around the country where you can actually go. There's also my craft immersion experiences. So places where you can go and make things. Make baskets, pottery, those kind of things. So people must really think about like carving. Ma curios. You can actually go and actually make them. So if you're running a business, you should run a business where people can come and do painting. I think in Harare, the sip and paint phenomenon has grown quite a bit. And that's like a good thing to do in a remote place. Like go to Dombosha and do like a sip and paint. That kind of thing. So, and also even, I know there was some Duke event that happened. Takakona Ruma Streets, Mamuripo Ruma Streets, I was on my picture on my Duke and Slave Ruma Streets. But imagine if Duke and Slay, you are actually making your own Duke as in Kuri printer and whatever it is. Those kind of things can actually add a lot of value to your events. Then there's the ecotourism. Ecotourism is also a very important thing. We've talked about it extensively, like rural tourism and that kind of thing. That's a very important thing. So like Isusu, we are advocating for people to travel to rural areas, for people to convert their rural spaces into tourism opportunities. Remember, to go to Japan to stay in a village, you pay hundreds of US dollars, guys. Could you fake kimono ni slippers? Urare pa bonde pa rukukwe on the floor. Yes.
Hundreds.
So exactly. My wife just slapped my hand. She doesn't know that's the actual word yerukukwe on the floor. So
Nelsie.
yeah.
Awesome.
You may not know this. And Yeah, ndevekwamugadza but vakagara kubulawayo whereas ini ndiri ncube akagara kuharare saka ini ndonzwisisa chizezuru ava vari kufungidzira kuti ndatara zvisiri izvo
Ah, Scott. no.
saka just in case those of you who are watching online vaona ndichirohwa slap it's because my ncube is in the house.
I see that.
Yeah. There's another one manje mbinga dzedu. I'm talking to all of our mbingas saka ana Sewicknell, ana Scotty, you know, all of the big datas that we have in Zimbabwe, the big spenders. Regai kuenda ku Dubai chimboita izve space tourism ndopanokwana mari dzenyu manje papo where you can go into space and you just float around and then come back on the ground.
Space
Then you,
tourism.
yes, and then you can show off to us. Imagine just watching Wicknell floating in a Scotty, vachi float wakapfeka majezi, Scotland, what, you know, that would be a nice bit of tourism that representing Zimbabwe in outer space.
I'm trying to visualize this.
Yeah, it's going to be quite fun.
Interesting.
It would be nice. Kona ana Olinda, Chichichi, you know, she can be there. I don't know kutano zina na Stana kana kuti na Titan. It just depends which urban groover she wants to go with. But you know, zvakango siyana.
I've exited the chat.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Moving along to agri-tourism. This started up into trouble, guys, because Broadcasting Authority of Zimbabwe might receive a complaint from somebody. Anyway, agri-tourism. You can actually go onto a farm, farm to table experiences, farm to fork. So if you've got a farm, encourage people to come there, get a chef. People can actually come and taste wines and that kind of thing. Which leads me to culinary tourism. People traveling just for the food. Guys, people can actually come and travel and come to your house just for... As I am, like I said, I'm a tourist attraction. Ndoka ndakafundwa nevanhu. Carl, da kuti mutibikire kumba kwenyu. Ndiritori tourism ini ndofanira kutoiswa mubrochure.
Exactly.
Kuti tine Victoria Falls, tine Big Five, tina Carl Joshua Ncube. Saka inini ndiritori. So you can actually join the culinary tourism where people can come and eat at your house. Wellness or spiritual tourism. Kwete kuenda kuma church conference chete. You can actually just go to meditate. Guys, kuti travel to go kunonamata. Anditi vamwe vese muri kuenda kuIsrael, vanhu vanoenda kuJerusalem vanoenda nemaprayers evanhu, but vanoenda kuJerusalem, so you can actually travel. I know handitori pama1 ndichamubuda here mukapaki imomo, but spiritual tourism is a very big thing, guys. So vanhu vanokwanisa kuuya kubira kana kuchirohwa guva kumusha kwenyu, you know, that kind of thing. Vanokwanisa who's our influencer angachitaura kuti hanzi kana kuchirohwa makuva 10 tiriko, saka you can actually travel to a village to actually find out kuti what's going on. Iritori tourism, ngatisashore chiboy, tokwanisa kutoita mari. And then there's also slow travel or road trip culture. Remember we talked about it. The slower you travel, the more you'll experience. Saka zvokukwira ndege and then arriving very quick. Let's take the drive, take 2 days to get somewhere and enjoy every other thing that happens in between. And last but not least is the digital nomad travel, which is to travel to work. My wife and I actually traveled in Southeast Asia for about 1.5 years, just working on the go, like just moving from Airbnb to Airbnb, and we're actually servicing clients. So if you're a graphic designer, web developer, you know, you're into AI, you can actually have a career where you're just traveling around the world. Or if you want to do a gap year, what I recommend to young people, go and plot restaurants, right, from Zimbabwe, going to whatever country you want to go to each country. Like you go from Harare, end up Vic Falls, work in a restaurant in Vic Falls, then work in a restaurant in Livingstone, then work in a restaurant in another country, Uchingodaro, until you've actually traveled around the world. So you can actually achieve doing that. List the countries where Zimbabwe doesn't actually need visas, and you can go to those particular countries. So that's it for my list. You can check out the rest of the items on my website, which is www.zim365travel.com. And I'll hand you over to Ms. Vikander, who's going to tell us how you can win an opportunity to join us on our quiz night tomorrow night in Avondale, where you can experience some of my food and we can talk tourism.
Okay. So from you, who's listening, for you to join us, come through with your name and tell us 3 types of tourism that have actually been mentioned here by Carl Joshua Ncube. And the first person to actually send that information and what's happening tomorrow, what time, you then qualify. So the first person to send this information, you join us tomorrow.
Yes, and any relatives or friends of Star FM are not eligible. For the you know it's gonna say for my competition. It's just they're not eligible.
C's
Yes,
apply.
T's and C's apply. Steve Vickers cannot enter the competition because Steve will know
Are you
everything.
joining us with Mrs. V?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, it will be good.
It's fine.
Yeah, it will be good.
Right.
I think they should actually come through.
Exactly.
But I know Steve will know everything. You might actually win us. He should be on our table. Let's get Steve Vickers on our table.
Right?
Yeah.
Because he's a
Join us
wealth of
tomorrow.
knowledge. He actually knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
He's joining us
especially
tomorrow.
per football. Tinovatango winner.
Someone has to be actually around, right? I
Yeah.
see this person is far. Always sent us a message.
Is in Rusape.
Yes.
Murusape.
You have to be able to attend tomorrow.
Saka uyu Tompa book.
Okay.
Tompa book.
Okay.
Yeah, so Tompa a chikafu book. Saka akatitumira ma details ake and then we'll send him a copy of our chikafu book.
So you have to be able to attend actually.
Yes, you have to
tomorrow.
be able to attend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pamachaita tourism. What time is the last flight from Rusape? No sumukane
You
ngwai.
know, we are very serious.
No.
I think the last one, day 5.
They are 5 o'clock.
Yes. Day 5.
Tinokunonga ku airport from Rusape International.
So, Lewe, can we pick a person?
Pano watu enda.
Hey,
Vachanema, I'm sure vanhu vachanema space tourism. Ndoyavanzwa chete. Ndoyanzwa ikweyo. The Mbinga tourism.
Okay. So from I just picked from Atanga message, right? Culinary tourism, space tourism, religious tourism. It's in Avondale from 6 to 8 p.m.
Ewe.
Diane, congratulations.
Congratulations. Diane. I
So
got-
this is Villa in Budiriro.
Achati wins a competition.
Yeah.
Budiriro in the house.
When is the
Budzizo.
last flight from?
What time is the last flight from Budiriro?
I think it's at 4.
It's at 4, yeah.
So see you tomorrow. Make sure that you show up. Yeah, let's enjoy the food and the quiz. And then
Exactly.
mostly the food. Yeah, I can't wait. For
Yeah,
this.
because you're sitting on our table, guys. Saka, you have to make us win this competition.
Yeah.
I know Miss Weekend is going to be studying the whole night. Anenga chititaura mafacts ese. Anenga chikrema.
Imagine
Ah,
touching
it's-
all angles. Carl,
think
thank
it's
you
terrible.
so much. Did you leave your number for those who want to get in touch?
Yes, so you can join our travel club 0774-280-810. That's 0774-280-810. Just send us a message that says Galaxy Travel and we'll add you to our group.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. We do this again next week, same time, Galaxy Travel. Always a vibe with Carl Joshua. Maybe do stand by for the news.